OMG, welcome back to my channel. So excited that you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn, and I'm coming at you with another weekly video. This week, I am going to be getting some cleaning done and sharing a couple of pretty exciting updates with you. If you are new and you just found me, I am so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know that you are new? Right down in the comments. I would love to welcome you to the channel and say hello back to you. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to another video. So I've got a pretty big mess in the kitchen right now. So here's what's been going on in my life. And I want to give you another update. Well, I'm just going to give you all the updates. Okay, I'm going to give you all the updates. May 5th was my birthday. And it was a big birthday. I turned 50. OMG. I have never, ever... First of all, I love birthdays. I think birthdays should be celebrated to their fullest. They are, they're a special day. They're a day that you came into this world, and we all are special in our own way. 50 was a little, I don't know. It just sounded old. But I don't feel old at all. Age is just a number. Anyways, my daughter, mostly my daughter, Grayson, my oldest daughter, but also with my husband, threw me a surprise birthday party the weekend before my birthday, which is so awesome. So I have a bunch of stuff on the counter from that party. People brought me gifts. We got some cake and some cookies, and it was just amazing. And 50 is certainly not old. Anyways, it just felt like a big number. So I keep telling my girls I'm 42. But I had the most amazing surprise birthday party. It was really, really wonderful. And my house has been a shambles. Let me give you, I told you I was giving you all the updates. So Grayson threw the party at her house, and my husband and I were the last ones to leave. A friend took the girls home a little bit earlier in the night, and we go out to the car, and I got a dang flat tire. A dang flat tire. It was raining. It was dark. It was like 11 or 11:30 at night, and we have a flat tire, so I have to knock on the door. I'm like, can we borrow one of your cars to drive home? We'll bring it back in the morning. So we do that. We get home. We go back to their house in the morning. My husband puts the donut on the car, and that was Sunday, so no tire shops in my town are open, so I have to wait till Monday. And of course, whatever was in my tire was in a spot that they couldn't patch and refill. So I had to get a dang new tire. What a pain. But I don't even care, because it was just I'm just so grateful that I have so many wonderful people in my life and just had such a special, special day. Well, for my actual birthday weekend, which you're seeing this right after, my husband decided to take us out of town. So we went up north to Traverse City, which is so incredible. And I told myself, okay, we're going up north for my birthday, which I'm so excited about. We have some family up in Traverse City. And I want to give myself the gift of coming home to a clean house, to a very picked up house. Whenever we've gone out of town in the past, I have never ever done that. And it is just a pain coming back home to a messy house. So that's what I am doing. I am going to prepare my house for us to leave for the weekend and be able to walk back in to a nice, tidy, clean house. It will be my wonderful birthday gift to myself. Donna's got this little back to the roots thing that she's been growing, which I love, inspiring her to be creative with art and growing plants and all of that stuff. It's been sitting here for a few weeks now. Look at what it did, because it must have got wet. Oh my gosh. It must have bubbled up the paint. I'm going to have to sand this down eventually and repaint it. Dang it. All right, so back to the life updates. You're getting a lot of life updates from me today. So if you caught my video last week, these tulips I got for my birthday as a present. I love tulips. Aren't they so pretty? Anyways, I did a whole bunch of yard work. I have a very big mess in my backyard, and I did a whole bunch of yard work. And I ended up getting dang poison ivy. which is not fun. But, I wasn't like super overly concerned about it. The first day that I did yard work was April 16th. So we're talking almost 3 weeks ago. And I ended up with a couple of spots on one arm that I just kind of shrugged off because I thought I had just like scraped myself. They were just like little cuts. They weren't itchy or anything. Then the following week I went out and did more yard work and ended up with more spots on that arm and spots on the other arm. And then they started getting itchy and I was like, oh crap. And my husband's like, I think you got poison ivy. Anyways, I was trying to do all the home remedies and bought some expensive topical cream and all of that good stuff. The key, I got a little spot here on my counter, so the dish soap did not get it out. I'm going to pull out the pink stuff and see if that can get that out. Anyways, the key, which I have learned, never had poison ivy in my life before, is number one, to protect yourself, which I was doing for the most part. I was wearing gloves. I had long sleeves on, except for one day. But also to make sure that you wash thoroughly after the yard work so that if you did get any oils on your skin, you're hopefully washing them off before it sets in. I didn't know any of that. I've never had poison ivy before, nor did I expect that I was going to get poison ivy or even know I had poison ivy in my yard. So I didn't do any of that, and I ended up getting poison ivy, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And then I ended up getting a big spot on my upper stomach right under one of my boobs. My guess is I took my shirt off, had oils on my arm, and rubbed it on my skin. Pause the story to say I just got back from Kroger. I did a pickup order, so I'm going to share a quick little grocery haul with you in this video. We needed a couple of things, and I had a craving for dinner. And I'm also just going to share what I'm making for dinner with you on this day. All right, just a teeny little bit of groceries. I really was craving pork chops for dinner, so I'm going to make those in the slow cooker. What's it called? The crock pot. I'll show you that. And I want some mashed potatoes, so I needed some potatoes. We were out of bread. My girls love ramen after school for snacks. We haven't had it in a while, so I grabbed them some. These are the best rolls ever. Sister Schubert's. I needed some butter, sour cream, salad, and my family loves the Better Made. Is that a Michigan thing? I don't know if it is. Anyways, they love the Better Made barbecue chips, so I grabbed those. So that's just a little, and some chicken broth. And I got some gravy packets. So there you go. That's my little teeny grocery haul, and I'll show you my dinner in a bit. So because the poison ivy kept getting worse, and it was very, very itchy no matter what I tried, I ended up going to the doctor actually on this morning that I'm filming this here. And you just saw me take my steroids because he put me on steroids. I said, Doc, listen, my skin's not sensitive. My skin doesn't usually break out or anything from I don't have sensitive skin. And he goes, well, Jody, you found the thing that your skin does not like. He put me on steroids for 2 weeks. I said, 2 weeks, Doc? He goes, yes, Jody. I've never even been on steroids before, so I was a little nervous to take it. I'm not a pill taker. Anyways, he said, it's that bad that I want you on this for 2 weeks. So I'm now on steroids for 2 weeks, which has definitely helped. He also gave me a steroid cream, told me to take some Zyrtec or Benadryl. It's just been kind of a mess. And because of all of this, I almost ruined my surprise birthday party because my husband had told me that he made plans for us to go play cards one night, which I was kind of like, something's fishy here because he never makes plans. I'm always the one that makes the plans. And Grayson was going to watch the girls. Well, anyways, I told him, I'm like, look, I'm not going to cards. you go ahead and go without me. I am way too itchy. My arms look disgusting. Like, I'm not going. And he was like, okay. And he calls Grayson, because Grayson's supposed to watch the girls. And then I call Grayson and I'm like, you don't have to watch the girls because I'm not going. Like, this poison ivy is driving me nuts. And she's like, Mom, you got to go. And she was just kind of like very insistent. She's like, you don't have to stay long. Anyways, I did end up going, poison ivy and all, and it was a wonderful time. So there's my life updates. It was a lot of them. And I told you last week that you're going to see me getting in the yard every single week because I got to get this backyard cleaned up. And I'm not going to lie, I'm scared to death to go in my backyard now. I already don't let my grandkids play in my backyard just because it was such a mess to begin with. But now I'm scared. And guess what? I'm going to show you a little bit later. I got poison ivy all over. We found it all over. So with the way my body has reacted to it, obviously, like I said, I know better now, prevention-wise and making sure that everything gets washed right away. But I'm still itchy and I'm still not all the way healed. So I don't know what the plan is for the backyard at this point now. I guess I'm going to have to get a quote, which I kind of was avoiding doing, to see how much it would cost for a company to come out and clean it up. Some of y'all left suggestions, hire some neighborhood kids. I think that's a fantastic idea, except for there's no way I would put any kids in my backyard with the potential to get poison ivy, because like I said, I'm going to show you, it's like basically all over my yard. I'm kind of heartbroken because I wanted to get this cleaned up, and I will. I'll figure it out. I'll make a plan. I'll figure it out. It's just a little snag in my plan right now. So I'm almost finished getting the kitchen cleaned up. And of course, I'm just going to get everything all vacuumed here. And it really does feel amazing. I'm already home for my weekend, and it was so nice to walk in to a tidy, clean space. I will make sure to give myself this gift whenever we decide to go out of town. Having this cordless vacuum has totally been a game changer for me in so many ways. I don't think I ever want to sweep again. I could never vacuum with a corded vacuum because it's just too strong. It would just spit stuff around. But the cordless vacuum, oh man, it is a game changer. I will leave the link down in the description box for this one because it does some pretty awesome things. The thing I love most about this cordless vacuum is that it's freestanding. Most of the cordless vacuums just flop over, and that just kind of makes it a pain in the butt. So I love this one so much. And if I have a discount code, I'll leave it in the description box. I think I do, but I'm not entirely sure. And I'm going to light my favorite candle from Target. It is santal, and ginger, I think. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And I thought I'd leave this little pet moment on video, so enjoy if you would like to. Yeah, here he comes. Here he comes. Can you just let Thomas get some love? Can you just let Thomas get some love? It's Thomas's time to get loves. Yes, it's Thomas's turn. Thomas needs the loves too. Yes, I love you. Yes, Clarky, just leave him be. Just wet him. Oh, yes, nice. Oh, okay, no paws. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like that. Give me that baby, Thomas. Give me that baby. Oh, give me that baby, Thomas. Yes, see, I can pet both of you at the same time. Thomas. No paws on him. We don't do that to Thomas. He doesn't like that. Come here, Thomas. Come here, Thomas. Come here. No paws on him. It's all right. Clark, I said no. Thank you. Okay, fine. I'll give you a belly rub too. There we go. Oh, these nice boys. These are my two nice boys.
Yes. Oh, that's very nice. Yes. Yes. Very nice, everybody. Very nice.
Don't put your paws on him.
Yes, I love you, Clarky. Yes, I love you. Yes, I love you, Thomas. Yes, I love everybody. I love everybody.
Tom is finally tolerating Clark. He still whacks him sometimes if he doesn't like what Clark's doing. There's Tom drinking out of Clark's bowl. But it's nice that they're somewhat getting along, as long as Clark doesn't get too rambunctious. All right, so this is what the kitchen looked like before. And there's Clark looking at me. Before I started cleaning, it was a hot mess, like I said. Just a bunch of stuff from my birthday party got thrown on the kitchen counters, and I just did not want to walk in from vacation with all of this stuff all over. And so I got in and I cleaned it out, and it looks so nice. I'm so happy this is done right before we were leaving. And I got to store away my little Easter bunny and what else do I have out there? A duck maybe, but I just didn't do it before this. All right, I'm going to share with you. I told you I was craving pork chops. I'm just going to make a simple dinner, pork chops in the crock pot. I'll tell you, I have not made pork chops in a while until recently because I never liked the way my pork chops turned out when I cooked them in the oven. But in the crock pot, I love them. So I've probably made pork chops for dinner like, I don't know, 6 or 7 times over the last 2 months, which my husband's so happy about because he loves pork chops, but I just never liked them when I cooked them. So anyways, I'm just adding to the crock pot a package of onion soup mix. I seasoned my pork chops, a package of ranch dressing, a can of cream of a mushroom soup, a can of chicken broth, and it wasn't ranch dressing I added. It was, I either added chicken gravy or pork gravy. Whatever I had. That was the second packet I added. Okay, tomorrow is the day, and I'm dang excited. This is going to all be painted and filled in because, hi, Thomas, you're back again. Because, we got the new floors done. Oh, my gosh, it's been months ago now, and I hadn't done this yet because of the issue that they did a terrible job on the trim work. So I have somebody coming tomorrow. It's actually my friend is coming tomorrow to do the touch-up paint for me, which is awesome. I could do it myself, but she started a business like a year ago, and if I can give her a little bit of business, I like to. And the best part is her mom is flippin' amazing and knows like everything. And so she's going to fix my trim for me and make this look a lot better because it just looks terrible. The company did an absolutely terrible job. In case you're new, what they actually did, I'll try to insert a photo if I can find one. They put quarter round all the way through here. And it took me 2 months, I think, or maybe over 2 months to finally get them to come back and put a correct transition strip in. So it looks better than it did. However, it's still not good. And she's going to be doing painting. My grandfather, I need to wind that baby. My grandfather clock is still working and beautiful as ever after I paid all that money to get it fixed. Anyways, she's going to be painting the trim in here as well. Just the quarter round and, like from when they removed the carpet, a lot of the trim just needed to be painted and get all these holes filled and everything. So I'm excited about that, and I'll be able to show you that once it is completed. And another thing the painter is going to be doing, because when we had the carpet replaced, of course, the banister got totally messed up, okay, goodbye, Thomas, which I knew was going to happen. And I'm a little teeny nervous to bring some black paint around my white carpet. So she's going to touch all of that up as well. And I had her fix the spot where I showed you guys a couple weeks ago, my garbage can. We redid that whole thing in the kitchen, was ruining my walls. So she fixed that up for me. It was awesome to have both her and her mom there. I'm going to clean up this front living area. I had the grandkids over and EJ loves to pull out all of his toys, which is exactly what kids are supposed to do. So I'm going to get this all cleaned up because she's going to be coming to paint tomorrow. And again, I'm just trying to tidy everything up as best as possible so that we come home to a fresh house. Viv has a mess over on the desk area. Looks like some water bottles and some goldfish that she didn't put away. So I will save that for her when she gets home from school. She can clean that up. So I would love to hear, what are you working on right now? Do you have anything fun happening? Just feel free to share with me. I always get excited when you guys share what you are working on. So go ahead and feel free to share that if you would like to. It's finally warming up here in Michigan. We've had like 60 and 70 degree weather. Love to hear what your weather has been like. I know some of y'all are probably getting into some hot seasons. I hope we get into a hot season soon. I just can't wait for it to be 80s and 90 degrees. I know some of y'all that live in the southern areas get way hotter than we do in Michigan, but I just soak it up while we get it because we just don't get it. We only get it for a few months out of the year. And I really want to be working outside when it's warm. So I'm going to have to figure that out. This little vacuum comes with 2 or 3 attachments. So I'm just using one of them right now to get all along the baseboards and pull up all of the dust and everything. I'm also just going to quickly wipe them down, which I didn't film that part, just so everything is all nice and clean for when she comes tomorrow to paint and no dirt is left behind. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys before I forget, any of you that know a thing or two about flowers, I showed you those tulips I got for my birthday. Well, tulips don't last very long. They're already dying. Can I plant those in my yard? Will they come back? I think you're supposed to plant them in the fall, but I'm not entirely sure. I might put them in my front yard if I can plant them right now and they'll come back. So if you know anything about tulips, please let me know. Okay, so funny. So I'm taking the vacuum. You just snap off the top piece, and I'm going to pull the extension rod off and snap the top piece right to the base, and I'm going to quickly be able to vacuum my stairs. This makes it so easy. It gives me nice carpet lines, vacuum lines. My husband typically does most of the vacuuming. I think he just likes vacuuming. Anyways, one day he saw me doing this, and he was like, "That comes off like that?" I was like, yeah, that's why I love this vacuum. And even Donna Jean was like, "What? That comes off like that?" I'm like, yeah, you guys are making it harder than it has to be. This is just a little miracle tool and one of the most affordable cordless vacuums I have seen. So now when either one of them get the urge to vacuum the stairs, they can do it easier the same way I've been doing it. And now I got to corral Clark because he ran up the stairs after Tom.
Clocky, we got to go get the girls. Come on. Clark, come. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, it's so good. It was so good. Yes, it's so good.
We'll listen to the chimes for a moment, shall we? So peaceful. Only 2. Time to go pick up the girls. I'll be back. All right, I got to take care of some of my couponing stockpile. I am an extreme couponer. I have a couponing channel that's always linked down in the description box if you want to check it out. But I just snagged a bunch of diapers for my grandbabies. I try to buy all of their diapers because I can get them super cheap or free with couponing. I'm finishing up my dinner. I wanted mashed potatoes tonight, and I just make my mashed potatoes with seasoning and sour cream and butter. And I cooked my... I didn't even tell you, I cooked it on high in the crock pot for, I think about 4 hours or 4.5 hours, something like that. And we're just going to have, I think, a little salad with this dinner. A little Caesar salad, and my pork chops are fall apart tender, and my mashed potatoes, it was delicious. And look at who decided to hijack my phone.
Woo!
So I'm going to get my bathroom cleaned up, and she was actually laying on my bed chatting away with me. I didn't realize that she had grabbed my phone, but that's pretty typical. Funny with the woo. So when the pandemic hit, Donna Jean did online school for like 6 months. Viv went back to school as soon as she got, they both had to do online for a short period. Then when they went back to school, Viv wanted to go back, Donna wanted to stay home. I let her do online for like 6 months. And so anyways, I would film my couponing videos because I've had my couponing channel for a few years now. And she would be in the background often, you know, very used to having a mom that films videos. And all of a sudden I'd say, you know, let's go grab some awesome deals or something like that. And Donna Jean would just shout out a woo. It was very organic, and she just started doing it with every video. And the community I have over on my couponing channel, everybody calls it the Donna Jean woo, and everybody loves the Donna Jean woo. Clocky!
Hello, hello, hello. Woo!
Donna Jean's here with me while I'm cleaning, and so is Clocky. Now that she's back in school, that we don't get on the couponing videos the woo quite as often, and some of the people over on that channel always comment, "I miss the Donna Jean woo." I miss it too. It was so cute when she started doing it. That's just her personality. So anyways, I'm going to make sure my bathroom is all cleaned up as well. So when I come home from our weekend trip, I have a nice, tidy, clean bathroom as well. So even though we weren't doing the yard work like I had hoped to this week, hopefully this video inspires you to get an area in your house picked up or tidied up or decluttered or cleaned or something. Hopefully it just gets you up and moving and tackling something in your house that you wanted to tackle. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's dark outside. I often do my cleaning in the evening, and I love it because, you know, the girls and Clark usually will just kind of come hang out wherever I am. And, you know, we just kind of chat while I'm cleaning. So there you go. My bathroom is all fresh and clean. I just did a quick clean. No floors this time or anything. But we are now moving on to the trim. She got the trim off. Look at the wallpaper behind there. I was worried having to replace all of the trim was just going to be a pain and expensive, but it really was not. Thank goodness the wood prices have gone down. She just has that one kind of laying up there. They're not nailed in yet, but bringing it all the way down to the floor like it should be, so we have no quarter round under the door molding. And then the painter will come in and fill the gaps and paint all of this up so it matches nicely.
Stairs done, so you won't even notice.
Do you want to be in my video?
Sure.
This is Kathy. She's the amazing painter. She got all of this all fixed up. So now it looks beautiful again. And because we had the carpet that we had before was, what is it called?
Cascade.
Waterfall or cascade.
Waterfall.
This is called Hollywood, I think. Anyways, you can see where the carpet was before. So she's fixing this up for me too to make it all flush. So look at that. Look at that. She's amazing. And her mom's working on the trim right now. It's the dynamic duo. All right, we're just going to do a quick tidy of the family room now as well. So that is all nice and tidy for when we get home. I just love Kathy. I actually worked with Kathy for years. If you're newer, then you probably wouldn't know this, but I used to be a branch manager for a very large corporate bank for many, many years. And due to technology, they shut down our branch. This was before the pandemic happened. And I got displaced. There was no branch they could move me to that was within a reasonable driving distance of my home. And anyways, Kathy was the best banker that I have ever worked with. And she moved to another branch that was further from home. And she stayed for, I don't know, a while, a year, 2 years, something like that. And she had done painting jobs on the side, and she just decided to take a leap and start her own business, and she is so happy she did. So I try to give her business whenever I can give her business. Plus, I just love her. She's just such a sweetheart. It's been kind of rainy and stuff, so we had this little towel. I need to get a mat for the back door for Clark, but I'm just shaking off all of the dirt and dust so I can vacuum and get the carpet cleaned up for all of the fun things that Clark drags into the house. I don't know if there's any like special pet mats that kind of hold the dirt a little bit better from the area that your dog comes in and out of. If you have a recommendation, please feel free to leave it down in the description box. Thank goodness he doesn't usually come in like muddy or anything, so it hasn't affected the carpet, but obviously he has very long hair, so he drags in lots of dirt and all of those other things, but I don't mind at all. The vacuum can clean it up, and he just brings us joy every day, so that's just part of having pets. So I'm almost finished with tidying up the family room, and then I'm going to take you outside. So Kathy's mom was here, and I was telling them about getting poison ivy and everything. And apparently Kathy is very allergic to it, and her mom knows exactly what it looks like. So she's like, show me where it was. And we went outside and looked, and she was like, oh, here you go, here you go, here you go. So I'm going to show you. Now my family room is all nice and tidy. And honestly, that was super helpful because I know, leaves of three, leave them be, but I didn't know anything else about poison ivy.
All right, we're outside, even though we're not doing any yard work in this video. I thought I would bring you 2 updates because OMG, look at my hosta. Do you remember just last week? Wow, it's already looking so pretty. I'm so excited. So yeah, that's a hosta, like many of you told me. Okay, so I showed you that the painter was here with her mom, and they're very, Kathy has gotten poison ivy apparently several times. She has severe reaction. I showed her mine. She was like, oh my gosh, yeah, mine gets real bad too. So I brought her mom outside. She's like, show me where it is and I'll tell you if you have poison ivy. So we were looking all around. I know the saying, I think we all know, leaves of three, let them be. Well, that's not the only thing you got to look for. Had no idea. This is poison ivy. You see vines running up your tree? This one's alive. It's starting to flower. They're red. That's poison ivy. I went through my backyard as much as I could reach. I have a bunch of poison ivy on the trees. Oh my gosh. We found more out there in the front. I think that's where my husband got it a few years ago. That one looks to be dead. I'll show you that. I got to clean out this little bed out here in the front that I didn't get to last year, which kind of glad I didn't get to this last year because I didn't know there was poison ivy in here. She was looking through all here. She's like, no, I don't see any poison ivy. And then she looked at the tree. She goes, oh, here you go. See the vines crawling up the tree? That's poison ivy. She said, this one appears to be dead. However, the oils are still on it, so don't touch it. So anyways, she told me to boil some hot water, put boiling hot water where you can find the roots, and that will kill it. But obviously you still can't touch it or you're going to get the oils on you. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got poison ivy all throughout my whole backyard. Oh, what a pain. So there you go. I thought I would bring you the update.
And here's another update, exciting update. You know, my faucet that I wanted to be replaced. I finally got it replaced. Kathy's mom put it in for me. Oh my gosh, isn't it beautiful? I'm so in love. So I have a sprayer now. It's gold. It's beautiful. I got it from Amazon. I'll link it down below. It was very affordable, I thought. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I appreciate you. I got lots of cleaning done and all the little updates of the house. Those little things that really make a huge difference. All of the trim and the quarter round is all painted and looks so much nicer now. And, you know, there's Clark again staring at me, wondering what I'm doing. We're going to take a look at the dining room, but if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I had her miter the quarter round so it looks a little bit better, and the trim now goes to the floor. So happy to have this done. Well, that is what I have for you this week. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And I'm going to see you again next week for a new video. I hope you have a great rest of your night or day. Bye!